I want to begin today's undergraduate commencement ceremony with the most important item on our agenda. I want you all to join me in a big round of applause for all of today's graduates. Congratulations. And now I'd like the graduates to get up, turn around, and give your family and friends a big round of applause because they helped you get here. Thank you. More applause coming, I promise you. Today is your day, graduates. You've worked hard, taken advantage of opportunities, and overcome obstacles and challenges, and earned the honors and the celebration that you'll experience today. All the credit goes to you, and the spotlight should be on you. But today is a big day for me, too. Today is my 70th birthday. That wasn't exactly an applause line, but I appreciate it. You know, to be honest, I'm shocked to be 70. Satchel Paige, the baseball pitcher and American philosopher, said once, "How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were?" And the truth is, I'd be 39. I also think I'm still skinny and have black hair. So my heart tells me that I am not old, but I know that I was born 70 years ago today in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at 5:15 p.m. In American culture, as in most cultures, wisdom is supposed to come with age. So I feel compelled to give you young'uns some sage advice. And I realize that young'uns is pretty much everybody in this whole area compared to me, not only the graduates. So my advice comes from another great American philosopher and baseball player, Yogi Berra. Glad you remember him. Hall of Fame catcher for the New York Yankees from 1946 to 1963. And for those of you who are really baseball sticklers, he had a few at-bats for the New York Mets in 1965. Those of you who know about Yogi Berra know that he was famous for his one-liners and his malapropisms. So his advice, and mine today, is, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. So my point is this. Your faculty and the university's staff and administrators and our Board of Regents believe we have prepared you well for this day. We believe you have the skill, education, and talent to lead you to successful professional careers. We believe you have had experiences in the classroom and outside of it, in residence halls, clubs and organizations, student unions, libraries, fields, courts, stages, to allow you to function successfully as a citizen in a participatory democracy. And we believe through your academic and co-curricular activities, you have learned to reflect on yourselves so that you may have rich and rewarding personal lives. That is what any University of Hartford education in any of our schools and colleges, in any of our majors, should lead to. But my advice is this. Situations will rise many times in your lives, as they have in mine, when you will be faced with complex and perplexing professional and personal choices. There are big ones, there are small ones, There are ones you expect, and there are ones that you never saw coming. You won't know what to do. You may feel paralyzed. My advice is this: don't let it bother you. You've acquired the critical analytical skills here to analyze your choices. You've come to understand your heart and your head, and you have learned right from wrong. Think through your choices, seek advice, and then make a decision. Like Yogi Berra's fork in the road, take it. You will never know fully where it will lead, but you can be successful down any road you take if you apply yourself and give it your best. So I'm going to give you one example from my life. In the winter of 1998, I was a vice president at the University of Michigan. I was fully engaged in the very difficult and satisfying work I was doing. I was not looking for a new job. A search consultant I knew called me and asked, "Could I interest you in becoming a candidate for the presidency of the University of Hartford?" Now, truthfully, I had heard of the University of Hartford, but I knew next to nothing about it. Even though I had gone to undergraduate school at Trinity College across town, when the consultant asked me this question, I couldn't even remember where the University of Hartford was. So she sent me some information, and I said I would think about it. I was extremely busy, so I did nothing until 7 weeks later, when she called again and said, "If you want to be considered for the University of Hartford, you need to submit your application by noon tomorrow." I was really consumed at the moment as part of a team responding to a lawsuit that would eventually become a U.S. Supreme Court case. So I went to bed without doing anything. I woke up at 4 a.m., and those of you who know me know that that is a very rare occurrence. And I said to myself, "You know you want to apply, do it." So I did. And 18 years later, I'm still here. So that's my sage advice. Now, let's turn to the business at hand. We'll proceed by honoring a group of students and faculty who have distinguished themselves through their activities on campus and their learning and teaching success. They've won a variety of prizes and honors that we will explain. And then we'll bestow honorary doctoral degrees and other awards on individuals who have led exemplary lives and enjoyed wonderfully successful careers, making the world a better place for us all. We will then hear remarks to the graduates by one of them, and after that, we'll get to what most of you came for, bestowing degrees on the class of 2016. So I'm eager to get started, and I now call T.J. Hebert, President of the Student Government Association, to come forward.